So we are now connected to the YouTubes.
Cool.
So what are we working on at the moment?
So right now we're working on the top nav of my vanilla blog, and I was just gonna go ahead and change these. Currently it looks like this. I'm sorry. Currently it looks like this, and when you click,
Nice.
yeah. So, my blog, I kind of don't want it to say like news, contact, and about. So I was gonna change some of these. But yeah, it looks like we got 3 drop downs here, and I got about, I think, 3 little topics that I'll be doing. So, yeah, anyway. The other thing that we kind of want to do, I think, well, John, let me ask you this actually, like, see his navigation links here?
Yeah.
So it's not really, it doesn't look to me like it's actually set to open, like if you click on it,
Do it.
open. What?
Do it. You want to click on the news link and see where it goes? It's currently set to go to that hash location, which means on the same page.
Yeah, so I did click on these here just a second ago. It doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it does.
So that's,
yeah, it does. Look at your URL.
yes. So here's contact, about.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I'd like to do is when you click on it, and I want to think about this from a mobile standpoint as well, but usually I want it to open to a new tab or go, not in a mobile phone. I don't want it to open into a new tab. I want it to open to a new, like, page. I don't feel like this is a new page just because it says hashtag about.
So what you're describing is actually really tricky. So I guess we can do it, and then this will give you more of an appreciation for stuff like React that makes it a lot easier. So what you're saying is that you would like your link to open in a new tab on a desktop, and on a mobile phone, you want it to be in the same page. Is that true?
No, I feel like I complicated these. I think I'm really confused because I'm just wanting to, like, for instance, here's my home page, right? And then you can drop down and you'll click on news, and then it'll load you now to the news page. Is this currently literally its own page?
Yeah, so this is a hash location. So this is the same page. It's the index page. But if you had a section, there was like a news section on this page, it would scroll you down to it.
Okay. And what if I wanted it to not scroll me down the page, but actually open into a new page? Not a new tab, I'm sorry. I misspoke.
Not a new tab. Okay. So yeah, great question, and Google it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what, okay. Okay, first and foremost, I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and change the actual the titles here, like news, contact, about. So,
You don't want to.
or is that not?
You don't want to Google it.
Oh, you want me to Google it now? You want me to do that first? Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'm like still cutting out. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I'm wondering if you have any suggestions for keywords here. In my head, it would just be.
I have all the suggestions, but I don't want to tell you them. I want you to, right?
So what?
This is like a skill you're building. Is how to Google effectively.
Okay.
The one tip I will give you is like don't worry about like the second or third or fourth page of Google results. Scroll around the first page, look at 2 or 3 links, and then you might need to rephrase your search. And that's going to be the most effective way. Because you got to learn the link. You got to learn the lingo.
I gotta learn the lingo.
Yeah. Like even on this page.
Use target equals to open a link there in a new browser window or tab. But this example shows how to create a link to blah blah blah. Yes.
Omar says, "Yay, Jessie is here. Hey, you got fans, girl."
Hey, how y'all doing?
She says, how y'all doing? By the way, we are on YouTube and like Twitch and all that if you want to see the full screen. Prop 5664, should I learn Python before Java, or should it be the other way around? Which way is more popular? So Python is a more popular language. That being said, if you're like targeting like specific kinds of employers or specific jobs, that could make the difference. So like commercial companies will often use Java. Python will often be used for data science. At university, I'm not sure. You'd have to ask someone who's in CS today. I think Java is still more widely used, but it could go either way. I would personally advise you out of those two to learn Python, but I would also advise you to don't learn either one of those. Go for JavaScript. So did you figure out what?
Excuse me, what? Did I figure out what to do?
Yeah.
So I was kind of looking at this, and it's just in reading it, it's saying, hey, HTML, this tag here, the anchor tab, I believe, is that correct?
Yeah, it's the A stands for anchor, and we also call it a link or a hyperlink.
I couldn't understand that, but I heard anchor. So
the
anyways,
letter. Can you hear me now?
It just sounds the same this entire time, John.
Something's
but yeah.
weird. I'm not actually even lagging according to my own performance monitor, so I don't know. Test. Oh, you know what? It might be my mic. Hold up. Test. No, my mic looks good too. I don't know. Is it?
It just sounds like you have crazy subwoofers and bass.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Anyway, so can I continue, or were you saying something?
I was saying that the letter A stands for anchor, and we also call it a link or a hyperlink. Those are all synonymous.
Yes. Okay. So defines a hyperlink, and then of course this is the tag, and then we have an element here, the href, which it's an attribute which indicates the link's destination, as you can read here. So in understanding that, I'm thinking, okay, well, here's my blog. It's currently not in HTML, right? I'm so sorry. It's not pushed through. How do I phrase this? It's currently in my file explorer, not like on GitHub. Not pushed.
Yeah, that was well said.
And so basically, I'm opening a new folder here so that I can actually, like, we have the about me, so I'll probably keep this. But if I want to have a travel blog and a cooking blog or a fitness blog or whatever, then I would need to have its own folder here with its own index file, I believe. Well, it's always going to have an index file, but I need to open a new folder to start with.
Yeah, those would create their own pages. Typically, that's like a weird structure for your blog to follow, but that is how you would make new pages if you want to.
Yeah. That's weird, you said?
Yeah. Are you treating them like categories? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I guess that's fine.
Hold on, look. This is the idea. Let me show you. Bear with me. This is a famous blog.
Nice.
Okay? Perez Hilton. Most people know Perez Hilton. Look at this. You have news, you have controversial topics, you have maybe the horoscopes and shit, you have sales, podcasts. So as you go to like these like websites, this is maybe a very glitzy one or something, but you can go and kind of look at many different blogs, and this is the idea, right? So like I click on it, my CBD gummies. I don't know where this is actually taking me currently, so that was a bad one actually.
Cool.
Here,
yeah, I'm not actually sure this is a blog, but I guess that works.
Perez Hilton is a blog. This is a blog. Okay. So yeah, this is kind of the idea though, right? So like then I would have all my blog stuff about my news here, right?
Cool.
And you see how this goes /category/viral news in the URL.
Yeah, they're basically categories. Yeah, I get it.
But it's not a new tab, right? This is just a new page, correct? Is that the right vocab lingo?
Yeah, it's a different page. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So technically, that would just be a URL or a path.
Technically, that would be a URL. What?
A URL or a path. It's a different path.
I can't hear. All right. So as I was doing over here, so we're gonna have in this blog, we're gonna just have like travel and I don't. Let me see actually.
Cool, let's do it.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have like travel, or no, I think I'm gonna have meditation and personal. Those are gonna be the two. I don't know. I might change those words later, or should I do travel and personal?
Oh, I do not.
You tell me.
I do not care. Like, I'm here for the technical stuff. I'm here for the technical stuff, not for like the actual content of your blog articles. In terms of the content of your blog articles, my advice would be this is going to be part of your portfolio. So like show off your technical like coding knowledge. But it seems like you're going in a really different direction, so that's fine.
So, what do you mean different direction?
Yeah, like this is not like technical knowledge. This is like.
Oh, gotcha.
Right. So, and that's fine. So we can do the technical stuff. I'm going to ask you to do a second blog later, and we can probably do the technical stuff over there.
Okay, that's cool with me. So no, I'm not gonna do that one.
Let's just stick with About Me for now, because all of these other pages you can make on your own time. Let's just get you like.
Yeah, I had just thought about it. You.
Okay.
What I? Oh well. Okay, so what do you want me to do?
Let's just focus on.
That's what it was.
What was it? Cool.
So I'm gonna hop over to VS Code and I'm gonna update this news here. We're gonna make this so they have the hashtag. So actually, before I change this, one of the things that I wanted to look at was in HTML. As you can see, they actually have it equal to a HTTPS, like a URL, right? Yeah.
So the colon, the text including prior to the colon is called the protocol. So the protocol tells your browser how to parse a document. So for HTML documents, we use like HTTP or HTTPS, and that just means secure. So they're basically the same protocol, but one is secure. There are other protocols like FTP, which is for transferring files, and the information that is sent on an FTP document is not the same as like your typical HTML browser document. Okay, so what does all that mean? What all that means is that there are some cases where you want to specify the protocol, and there are other cases where it doesn't matter. One case where it doesn't matter is you have a website, every page of your website is going to be the same protocol. So you actually don't have to specify the protocol at all. And so that gives you another option, which is called a relative link. So there are two kinds of links. I don't know if this terminology is on this page. You can control F and look. But you can use an absolute path or a relative path. And in your case, I would, so absolute URL or a relative URL. So absolute would be really important if you need to specify the protocol. But in your case, I would suggest relative. And the question is why? Why relative? The answer is it should work, and we can test this to make sure that this is true, but it should work on your local computer and also on GitHub. If you use a relative link, it should work in both places.
Okay. Okay, so
By the way, I do encourage you, there were two ways to view relative links you might have seen. One is with the slash and one is without. I would encourage you, excuse me, I would encourage you to always use the slashes.
okay, well, thank you. So so where would I actually? Oh, wait. This is the index dot HTML plain HTML. Okay, so really this is just. Do I? Okay, yeah. I think I understand. Equals. So first of all, why is the syntax a hashtag here, John?
So the hash is for in-page navigation. You want to scroll somewhere else on the same page.
Okay, so I want to scroll somewhere else. So I was kind of thinking I might have been on it here with this. Load an icon library to show him. Never mind. Hamburger menu. Toggle between. No, I mean this is saying that there's a hyperlink to this area. But can I just okay, div ID my links. Where's my links? Hide the links inside the navigation menu except for logo/home. So if I'm actually like telling the computer about a page, I'm thinking like, okay, style, I think CSS. This I would think is in HTML. I think that my source here would back this is like in HTML. So this would go in the body, I would think, but I'm a little confused because it looks like I'm gonna have to like make its own section. Whereas I thought I could just update this hashtag right here. You're saying this is not the area where I would do that, correct?
I'm not saying that. That's exactly where you should update it. Yeah.
I thought you were literally like telling me that was the wrong area.